Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Now, cybersecurity is one of the hottest fields right now within any job industry you can think of. But one thing you need to know is cybersecurity does not remain static. This job industry keeps changing every few years as technology evolves. I mean, nobody was talking about generative AI and chat GPT just like 12 months before, right? But just to give you an idea of how fast and how long-term cybersecurity is, it's anticipated to reach around 500 billion by 2030. Like that is the total market size which is expected to be reached. And as companies and more and more governments are adopting things like artificial intelligence, you have things like quantum computing coming up, you have things like IoT, smart homes. Technology is changing at such a rapid phase that cybersecurity, I mean, it's a very very good career choice. But unfortunately, cybersecurity professionals, what they do is to stay updated, like to keep themselves if they want to see that they are professionally growing, what they do is they just keep doing certifications. They say, okay, today this year I did this certification, next year I'm going to do the next certification, and they become complacent. That is all that they're doing, and this is very dangerous. It's always very very important to be in learning mode in cybersecurity, but that's easy to say, it's not so easy to do. But a question I get asked is a lot is how, I mean, how do you like avoid falling into this trap of becoming lazy in cybersecurity? After a while you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and you become very lazy and you become complacent, so you are in your comfort zone in cybersecurity. So this is what I wanted to talk about today, which is 5 ways to break out of your comfort zone within cybersecurity. These are the ways, like I've told people, and usually I've coached a lot of people who are like, sometimes they're very senior, sometimes they're starting out, sometimes they're middle of their careers in cybersecurity, but they feel that they've reached a plateau and they're not like growing. So this is what I've always told them, how to like break out of your comfort zone within cybersecurity. So before we move ahead, guys, this is my channel, the Cloud Security Guy. Please do like and subscribe to this channel. We talk about cloud security, AI, and general cybersecurity career advice on a weekly basis. So the first advice I would give you, if you are in cybersecurity and you feel you're not getting a challenge, instead of doing a certification, the best thing I would tell you is learn how to code. I once talked to a cybersecurity expert. He had like around 25 years experience under his belt. And he told me the most challenging thing he ever learned was Python programming. And this guy was a very, very senior position. I mean, he was like a CISO level. But the most difficult thing he ever did was learn how to do Python programming. And it opened up his mind in such a way, so many new use cases he understood. And it really took him out of what, like, the kind of flatline his career was. But he decided to roll up his sleeves and decide, okay, I'm gonna become like a programming expert. If you are ready for a challenge, let me tell you, there is nothing as like amazing as learning to code. And nowadays we have things like chat GPT, you have things like code interpreter, now it's called, I think, advanced data analysis. They've changed it. I mean, it can literally become like a programming tutor, and you have a sandbox you can play around with. Nothing is stopping you from learning how to code. Once you learn how to code, I can assure you, you will open up so many new opportunities in cybersecurity. You don't have to become a programming expert, but just start learning it and you'll see just how much it will open up your mind to the new opportunities which are present. Okay. Number two is what? Talk, don't just listen. Now I know people who have like decades of experience, but they are usually just go to conferences and they listen. Most security experts, their biggest fear is not like in the next ransomware attack, in the next DDoS attack, but they are terrified of giving a simple security presentation to senior management. They freeze up because they don't like public speaking. And this is something, I mean, they're terrified of even asking the most basic questions. And so that's why it's so important. I mean, you should step up, you should choose a public platform. If you can do it in public, in live audience, do that. Nothing beats that. If you're too uncomfortable with that, no issue at all, just find a virtual conference. So many events are there. You can do it on Zoom, do it on Microsoft Teams, whatever the tool you have, but just start doing it, start like giving out there. If you're scared of that in a live audience, no issue at all, do it on YouTube. Okay, like the video I'm doing right now, I'm not doing it live, right? I'm recording this video. You can do it like that. If you don't like YouTube, even there are things like Udemy. You can make a small 30-minute course on Udemy, post it. You're not doing it to earn money, right? But it'll make you, it'll give you that confidence. Okay, it'll give you that confidence to go out and speak out. So instead of doing the next certification, become a speaker. Okay, don't worry about how badly you'll do. The first time everybody is nervous, they goof up sometimes. It's no issue. I remember I spoke for the first time 20 years ago, and like it was a very terrifying experience for me. Okay, number three is what? Change your niche. So why would you want to stay comfortable in your niche? If you've been doing the same job role for 6 years, 7 years, you should change it. You should change completely. I mean, I know a person who was a cloud security specialist, and she was asked to conduct an IoT security project. So instead of saying no, I don't know how to do it, she actually chose to do it, and she became like the subject matter expert on this particular topic within her company because she decided to go out of her comfort zone. Talk to your boss and choose a completely new topic. Like if you're an expert on on-prem, learn cloud security. I mean, if you are more familiar with firewalls, learn application security. If you don't know anything about zero trust, PCI DSS, talk to your boss and move into that role. And if it's not there, talk to them about creating it. You can create a new role if you want. If you can show that you have that expertise, you can actually do that. Okay, so learn a new niche, maybe artificial intelligence, generative AI, AI risks. AI security is a very, very hot field. It's completely starting to take on now, right? And it's a completely new field. I have so many courses on Udemy on that. You can choose one of those. You can take your own course, learn it yourself. But there are so many opportunities to establish yourself as an expert. So completely choose your niche, change your field which you are doing it, and there are so many fields present in cybersecurity. Choose one of them. Okay. Number four. So number four is what? Starting a blog or a newsletter. Again, this is something which people are very terrified of doing, but I can assure you, nothing will challenge you more than writing on publicly. Okay, writing on the internet or on any newsletter, anything like that. It can be the most easiest and the hardest thing you've ever done, but it will position you as a thought leader in the cybersecurity industry. You won't believe how challenging it is to put your first words to paper. Go out on LinkedIn, start a newsletter, go on websites like Medium. I mean, there are so many platforms available, right? So many amazing platforms. You have Medium, LinkedIn, Substack, or any like WordPress blog if you want to start that, right? The problem is most people are terrified of typing in their first words because they are afraid that everybody will start laughing at them, they'll say something wrong. So that's the whole point of getting out of your comfort zone, right? So swallow that fear and start. Your first work won't be good, but writing is like working out. The more you do it, the stronger you will get at it. Okay, so again, instead of doing certifications, start publicly writing on LinkedIn, publicly writing on Medium, Substack, whichever is easier for you. Now, number five, the last one is doing some mentoring. Now, let me tell you about a guy I know. He was also in cybersecurity for around 10 years, I think. He needed new challenges and he had gotten bored of doing certifications or just learning new technology. He was not really satisfied in his job. So instead of doing a new certification or learning a new tool, he announced that he was available for mentoring. Okay. He was going to do mentoring for new people in the industry. And he really enjoyed it. People reached out to him because newcomers. And what happened was he helped so many people land jobs within cybersecurity, and it was a very, very rewarding experience. Maintaining is a skill, giving your wisdom and experience to somebody who is new to the industry, who doesn't know how to do it. Like if you have many, many years of cybersecurity experience, you can actually pass that wisdom on, and it can honestly be life changing for someone. You can tell them how to land a job, how to do a job interview, and on and on. This will really be it's a huge challenge, and it's a huge opportunity also. Okay, so these were the ones, guys. This was slightly longer than I expected, but if you like this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.